Hello, my name is Ghostbones, and yes, the ghost is in fact in love with the bones. Despite me being a semi-sentient pile of bones a ghost is illegally squatting in, I'm still very much alive, if a bit overworked. This past year has been a trial, albeit one I honestly really needed. In addition to working full-time, I've begun putting myself back through school, and that's all to say nothing of building up a new group of friends here and putting myself out dating again. It's a lot all at once, but it's what I need to be doing right now. All of that has, in part, contributed to the lack of videos in the last few months. But more than anything was that I just wasn't enjoying what I was doing. I let myself fall into a cycle of putting out mediocre content just for the sake of putting it out. Episodic playthroughs require hours of time in as perfect isolation as I can muster, talking to myself without any sort of engagement whatsoever. And even once that was done, the editing process for those videos is tedious and dull, and it sucks. It was boring myself to death for little to no reason, and it obviously fucking burnt me out creatively. It was only recently I really sat down and confronted the root of the issues, and after reprioritizing some things and cutting out the root of the issue, I'm honestly much more excited to work on and share things I've enjoyed making. Also, to help keep making videos from becoming a chore, I'll be taking a when it's done approach to releasing things. This will let me take my time to work on things the way I want to, while ensuring it comes out the best it can. My hope is that after following this for a while, I can get a good feel for how long different types of videos take to make, so then I can begin setting somewhat of a schedule so you can know when to expect new stuff. So with all that, it begs the question, what will I be doing instead? Really, I'll just be making the stuff I enjoy making. This translates into more of the scripted and or more editing intensive stuff I've done before, like subjective reviews, short-form video essays, or stream highlights. Of course, I'll also be trying out some other stuff, and even though it's way too early to definitively promise these, I've had a couple ideas I've been working on, including a TV review series and a retrospective series on games that came out about a decade ago. The idea behind both is to explore something similar to what many others have done, but addressing areas that may have less coverage today. For example, film reviews and retrospective series are obviously overwhelmingly popular on YouTube, but TV has significantly less going on, save for the massive series like Game of Thrones. Similarly, the vast majority of game retrospectives focus on games from the 80s and 90s, or at the very latest, the early 2000s. And I think there's value in revisiting semi-modern era games that you may not have given any thought of in recent years. Outside of scripted content will be stream stuff, both complete VODs and highlight reels like what I did with the finale of Subnautica. The VODs themselves will be unlisted and put in a public playlist to avoid clogging up people's feeds, while the heavily edited videos will be properly put out. There are a few games on my streaming backlog that I plan on doing in the near future, like Resident Evil 2, Tales from the Borderlands, Dream Daddy, and a new playthrough of Doom 2016 on Nightmare, because apparently I fucking hate myself. That's all to say nothing of upcoming games like Borderlands 3, Doom Eternal, Subnautica Below Zero full release, and whatever else you might recommend. I've been forcing myself to follow a pattern of work antithetical to my own creative process, and it's been sapping all desire to make anything. I'm hoping going with the flow of that process will encourage and keep me expressing myself and making the things I want to. Once I have a feel for it and can pin down a schedule, I'll let you know. Until then, make sure to subscribe here and follow me on Twitch so you'll be the first to see it or know. I hope you're all doing well, and feel free to let me know your thoughts or input on the comments below. I hope you're all doing well.